And what's up, guys? Welcome to another home theater hangout with yours truly, and we have a special guest today. You might know him. His name is Ealan Osborne. What's up, Ealan?
Hi, Shane.
Hello. It's been a long time. I think last time you were here was like a year ago.
Something like that, or at least 6 months, 6 months to a year. I
Yeah,
think.
it was a long
Yeah.
time. I think, what did we do? We did that best 4K movies or something like that. I still get comments on it, even today. Still a very popular
Just
video.
like this one will for the next foreseeable future. Forever and ever. The gift that keeps on giving.
So I wanted to get you on here so we could talk about your new home theater.
Yeah. I actually, because I was doing a little bit of work before I jumped on here, but right before I jumped on here, I was watching Bad Boys for Life, because that's one of the few 4K Blu-rays that I own that is IMAX enhanced DTSX.
Whoa.
But man, sounds good, man. Because then I popped in 300 after that. Didn't sound as good.
What?
Well, the dialogue in particular. But yeah, because I know Zack Snyder, his movies are so stylized anyway.
Yes.
So the Atmos is very active, and
Very active.
pretty much all over. So
Everywhere.
that's cool. The immersion is great in 300.
Yes.
But the dialogue, kind of sounded a little bit tinny.
Whoa. Damn, I'm going to have to go back and check now.
Yeah. But yeah, when I was watching Bad Boys for Life, Will Smith's voice, man, it's got like a bunch of bass to it, but it sounded crystal clear at the same time.
I'm wondering, because IMAX uses full range in the theaters, does your Marantz automatically set the crossover lower, or are they running it full range? Maybe you're getting more of a deeper bass response. Maybe you should check that out.
Yeah, I'm not sure, because I have everything set to 60 hertz crossover, because these speakers are pretty beefy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. Good question, Shane.
I guess you're going to have to find out for the IMAX enhanced update video.
Yeah, let me look it up.
So you got the so you just had the Sony 7000 ES in there.
Yeah, that's what I hooked up first when I first finally got this office space set up and running. Just because I got that around Christmas time. My Sony rep just reached out to me and he's like, "Hey, it's Christmas time. It's the holidays. Can we do anything to help out? Is there anything you want to review?" And I was like, "Yeah, send me the flagship 7000 ES, because I want to see how much better it can do compared to the 3000 that I reviewed, like a year ago."
You still have that?
So yeah, the 3000. Yeah, I still got that. That's actually what is connected in my living room at the moment.
Oh.
Yeah,
Your wife is okay with
that? Yeah, she's fine, because it's like tucked away in this little cabinet thing behind a door.
Yeah.
So you can't even see it. But yeah, I had the Marantz Cinema 70S in there, and then the Stark Fiera 8 amp. But it was too much. I mean, I actually addressed this in my review of the 7000 ES, that it was too cinematic, too dynamic. But I mean, honestly, it sounded incredible.
Yeah.
But yeah, my kids complained about it being a little bit too loud when they were trying to go to bed. So I swapped the Sony in for it, which, I mean, it still does great. It still sounds amazing. But the headroom and the dynamics are just squashed down just enough to where it's not like just, way too loud for the kids. So yeah, it's been good. I like it because I didn't want to run just the Marantz Cinema 70S because without the Stark amp powering the speakers, it only does 50 watts per channel with 2 channels.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not a lot. So because the in-ceiling speakers that I have in my living room can handle up to like 250 and 300 watts. So I was like, 50 watts ain't gonna cut it, bruh.
Darn.
So, but the Sony does fine. It sounds great.
Yeah, I've been rocking the Sony since I had it. It's in my living room. It's been powering everything. Simple, all in one solution. I always said, never go to a receiver again, Shane, because you're too good for that. I was like, why are there so many boxes in my living room? Let me just go back to a receiver. So much
Right.
easier.
Yeah, I know. Because then, when are your Trinoff buddies gonna hook me up?
You know who just got one was Jordan. Jordan just got one.
He got a Trinoff,
You got a Drano.
dude.
Yeah, I mean,
That
I don't
that
think they're going to let him
dude,
keep
come
it, but I don't think he can keep it, but they let him use one.
Yeah. Yeah, I know Giles too. Giles reviewed one maybe like 6 or 8 months ago,
Oh,
and I don't think it ever left. I think he's still rocking it. So,
you might want to send
yeah.
some emails out.
Yeah. Although, yeah, because this Trinoff would be just absolute overkill in this little office here.
Well, how many speakers do you have in that office?
I do have 17.
Okay.
So
All right.
that's already overkill, but at the same time though, like for just for pure testing purposes, it's just right. Like like when I'm watching Bad Boys for Life, it's like it was just so immersive. It sounded so good. Just everything was just so well. At the same time though, I just ran Odyssey with my Marantz.
Yep.
So it's okay. I was going through, as soon as I finished running Odyssey and making little tweaks here and there, I ran through some demos that I normally go through. And, there's just still a little bit something lacking, which honestly happens to me every time I run Odyssey. So Odyssey has never proven to me that it's the best you can get. I mean, in a pinch, it's great because it comes with the processor. So great. I at least have something going on, but man, when I had the Iota AVX17 preamp with the Outlaw 7000X and some Emotiva Basics amps powering my previous theater, man, that got real cinematic real fast. So
Are you not
I'm
using
just-
Dirac?
No, because I would have to buy that. So
Oh, it's not included with the Marantz?
no,
What?
you
How
would
much is
think
it?
it's $7,000.
No, I mean,
So-
I mean Dirac.
Oh, 600 to get both
Whoa.
the full bandwidth and bass control is $600.
Holy dude! Email them. Just tell them you're a reviewer, and they'll hook you up.
I have, because it's or at least I emailed my Marantz contact
Yeah.
because I think there's a way I can do that. But I also asked him if I could, if that's overstepping my boundaries or something, if I could at least get Odyssey Multi-Q X, which is Odyssey on steroids, where you can dial in stuff like to the nth degree, and you've got like unlimited bands that you can work with in your parametric EQ. So hopefully I at least get that, because then I can really like manually do some really good tweaks and then just forget about Odyssey. I don't want to deal with it ever
Oh,
again.
that's wild. Yeah, I don't know. I got Dirac. I don't know when I first started reviewing. I think think NAD gave it to me, gave me a license like 6 years ago, and I can use it on anything. I just log
Oh,
in with my
really?
name, and it just works.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
hit him up again.
I think I'll have to hit him up
Hit him up
directly.
again, man. And you got that hooked up to the brand new Theatrus speakers.
Yeah. I've
Laugh.
got T65s and T65 Slims.
Let's see, which one are these guys? This guy here, dual 6.5 slim on wall. Oof.
Yeah.
And then
So the Slims,
how many of those you got?
I've got 4 of the Slims. The Slims are for the front wides and the surround backs. And then the regular T65s are my front soundstage and surrounds.
What's on your top?
And then up top, I've got the Theatrus TC65, those angled ones right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we got 8 of those.
Wowzers.
Yeah.
Let's clip on these bad boys really quick. So do these slim ones in this one, do they sound the same?
Pretty much. I mean, you can tell when you're running like pink noise through them.
Yeah.
Or like when I was running Odyssey.
Whoa, what's this? Who's that guy?
Oh, look at that. They even have me on there.
Whoa.
Bring the cinema home.
Yikes. 35
yeah,
hertz.
so-
Whoa.
Yeah, when you're running through all the different pink noise and stuff, you could tell that there's not as much bass in the pink noise in the slim versions because they're sealed.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
it's not
okay.
it's not like tinny or anything. Like it's just
Oh,
just a little
65.
bit. The
Yeah.
crossover is just a little bit higher.
Yeah, 35, so 35 hertz for the big ones and 65 for the small ones.
Yeah.
4.3 inches deep. Whoa, that is pretty slim. How deep are
Yeah.
these bad boys?
Yeah, those are pretty deep.
Let's
Pretty-
say 8.7. Yeah, these are. I remember when I did their subwoofer review. I was like, hey man, can I get 18 of these? These Theatrus? I think that was like when they first like announced them. They're like, oh, we don't have that many right now. We send you 3. I was like, nah, I'll wait for the 18.
Yeah. So you can do waveforming.
But guess who got them instead? Shame on you. You took them from me, Ealan.
I only got 2. And I've got 2 of the Bravas 12D subwoofers. But they also have the Theatrus 15-inch passive subwoofer.
Oh, really? Oh, they got new
which
ones.
I haven't witnessed the power of that one yet.
Yikes. Is that on the website? Let me see.
I think so.
Cinema Studio. Oh, is that it right
I
there?
believe so.
Oh,
Yeah.
here we go.
Yeah, there it is at the bottom.
Whoops.
Towards the
Wait.
bottom. Yep.
Well, hold on. What is this thing? Flagship monitor speaker. Whoa, $8,000.
Yeah, dude. That's the insane. Colin from Empyrean Audio was like, "Hey, do you want me to send you out one of these new T107s?" And I was like, "Bro, that's gonna be way
Quad
too much overkill."
10. Yeah, what is it? Like a concert speaker?
I mean, pretty much.
Or just
mean,
a
that-
really
that's
big
for
home theater?
Yeah, if you've got like some monster home theater where you're like at least 10 feet away from the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
26.
And
Man, it's like full
look
range.
scroll down to the weight. I think it's like over 100 pounds.
Oh, my God. 178.
Almost 200. Yeah.
Sheesh. Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's why there's handles
I'm
on
like, no.
both sides. So 2 people can carry them.
I'm like, nah, buddy. Sorry. I'm going to pass on this one.
Yeah.
That's like a subwoofer, dude. That's like a subwoofer weight.
Yeah.
There was another one, too.
That's for a gigantic theater.
This is a quad 8s. Like a slightly smaller version.
Slightly smaller.
So this is, how big are these? 26? Yeah, that's like a subwoofer size right there. 30 hertz to 26K. Wow. You need to hang these from your ceiling. 122 pounds for that one.
Yeah, man.
These are new. I have not seen these ones yet.
Yeah, they're fairly new.
And where's that subwoofer? Here we go. So you have these, or you're going to get them?
No, I requested them at one point, but they didn't have enough in stock. So I might hit them up again and see if I can get those in.
Yeah, these are cool.
Yeah.
Passive. So you need external. They have external amps?
No. I mean, they don't have like a specific subwoofer amp that they sell, but I think you might be able to use the amps that they sell, like the energy amps, possibly. I don't know. I'd have to ask them.
18 hertz with amplifier. It's only 77 pounds. Come on, man. It's not as heavy as the speaker.
I know, right?
So almost a 20-inch square. Shipping weight 93 pounds.
Yeah.
So how do those speakers sound? Because they look super cool.
Dude, they sound cinematic. I mean, yeah, just the fidelity alone, it's just off the charts. I mean, I know because I have a relatively small office, the width is only 9 feet, or just over 9 feet, like 9 feet 4 inches.
Yeah.
So, the speakers are fairly close to me, so that helps with the fidelity and the clarity and everything. But at the same time, though, it's just everything that comes out of them, especially being powered by the energy amps. It's just great. It's awesome. I love it. It's what, once you have a system like this, then it's tough to go back to anything else. Like, in fact, like having a system like this with these particular speakers and being powered by some really good external amps and having it all, processed by the Marantz AV10, like I kind of start to notice more often the differences, especially like if it's ADR. If it's a particular dialogue moment where they had to re-record it in the studio, it is just clear as day. It's like, oh, yep, that's ADR, compared to like if it's actual dialogue that they recorded on set that day. So like just those kinds of things I can just pick out so much easier now because the speakers are close, the speakers are so well defined, and they just, the clarity and the detail is just off the charts, and I can tell when things don't sound as good, way more than I could before. So.
Yeah, so you got like a little monitoring studio in your place there, with everything in such a closer proximity.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I'm looking forward to testing out a lot of Atmos versus RO3D. Oh. See what that's all about.
Do you have your center like that, or do you have them all in the same position?
They're all in the same position.
Okay.
Yeah, they're all upright.
What's it? Yeah. So Cherubin with the super chat. What's up, Cherubin? It's $5 super chat. Look at that. We can buy a coffee now.
Lemon character and baby lemon jumping in the air to do a high five.
What is this one? Sorry. Shane Ealan, the whisperers of high five.
Hey. In stereo.
In stereo. I wonder if I can output this in stereo. Let me see. Let me check the settings really quick. Can I do that? Oh, I can't. Oh,
Shane
I
in
can.
The left, Ealan in the right.
Oh, I could do stereo, but you'd have to be here with me in the other speaker.
Oh man.
Ealan has more speakers. then, then his local Dolby Cinema. Yes, you do. I mean, you are literally one speaker behind me. You just need one more. We've got the same amount.
Oh,
But you gotta
because
step it up, buddy.
I know you have a center
Yeah.
back surround, right?
Yeah, that's what you're missing, the center back.
But you don't have a voice of God, do you?
I don't. No, I don't.
Because or do you have a center height?
I got top middle, top front, top rear. So I mean, I could do a phantom with the top middles
Yeah.
if I
So
wanted to.
since you have 18, do you have dual surrounds like for both rows?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you hold on? What do you got going on there? How do you have 17? What's your layout?
I got 9 ear level, and then 6 heights, and then center height and voice of God right above me. So that's 17.
Hold on. What was that again? Sorry. What'd you say? You got 9 ear level?
Yeah, 9 ear level speakers.
9. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so I got the typical 7 ear level speakers, and then front wides, and then front height, middle height, rear height,
Yeah.
center height, voice of God.
And middle height. All right. Middle height. That's what you got.
Yeah.
What is that? Is that for oral? That doesn't work with DTS and Dolby, right?
Yeah, that's just for oral.
Oh, okay. And how many? But you can upmix. You can upmix.
Yeah, for sure.
With oral, right? Yeah. What is your findings with Dolby Atmos mixes that are lacking, and then upmixing it? Do you find that better or no?
Honestly, I have to do that again now that this one is all connected and ready to go. I mean, I remember doing that long time ago when I lived in my previous home. This was probably like 3 years ago. And no, 4 years ago. And I remember comparing Atmos to Aromatic Upmixer. And I remember the heights were definitely just more active in general, which was cool because, a lot of times heights can be just very, very minimal.
Yeah.
And just, or very atmospheric and just very subtle. But using the Aromatic Upmixer, and at the time, this was a 7.2.4 configuration. It just made the heights a lot more dynamic and a lot more active. So, yeah, I'll have to do that. I'll have to do an update on that now that I got this going, and now that I can actually do like a full 13.1 RO configuration. Because at the time, I could only do a 10.1. Or no, a 9.1, because I didn't have a voice of God at that time.
The voice of God works with DTS, right?
I think so. Just because, the AV10 does DTSX Pro.
Yeah.
So I think that incorporates the voice of God. Maybe even the center height. I don't know. I'd have to check that out. Yeah. But, I mean, at the same time, though, the AV10 can only process 15 channels at a time. So I would only... So the DTSX Pro would probably only conform to a 9.4.6. So I don't even think the center height and the voice of God would even be activated.
So is it counting it's counting the subwoofers as a channel, right? Out of it's a 16 channel processor, right?
No, actually. It can process 15 speakers.
Yeah.
Like, not counting the subwoofers.
Oh, okay.
Because the subwoofers are independent.
4 subwoofers or 2?
4, yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, because that's why I want to get Odyssey Multi-Q X, because since the 4 subwoofers are independent, I don't need like a mini DSP or anything. I can
Yeah.
just dial all that stuff in discreetly, and yeah. So that's why I want to get that to test that out and get all that stuff time aligned to the millisecond.
You
Yeah.
can't do that with regular Oro though. Or can you? I haven't used Oro in years.
Good question. Yeah. I mean, it just because Odyssey Multi-QX is supported on the AV10, I can only imagine I can hopefully, get some sort of, test tone or something through the center height and the voice of God. Otherwise, yeah, I'll have to try and figure out some special way to get sound to come out of those.
So how are
Just
you
run
switching
REW.
between? How you switching between speaker setups? Do you have to disconnect certain speakers if you're?
No. That's the best part about it, is that you can connect 17 speakers, but it only processes 15. So I can have them all connected and ready to go, but I don't have to physically disconnect or change anything in the menu system. It's just all there. So, so yeah, when I'm watching native Atmos or DTSX stuff, it just bloop automatically conforms to 9.4.6. And then when I pop in something that's native RO3D, then it just, yeah, it just switches to 13.1 RO3D.
Fancy, look at that, stepping up.
Yeah,
You're stepping up to the end game here.
I know, because that's why I bugged my Marantz contact for a while to see if they could finally send me one. And yeah, I was so stoked just because of that. Just because, like, now that I have acquired a bunch of native RO3D 4K Blu-rays, now I can switch between the Atmos and the RO mixes just in the blink of an eye.
Very nice. You know it. It sucks. Is like, ever since I got the Trinov, it's like I haven't reviewed any receivers or processors in a couple of years since I've had it. It's
Right.
like, dude, I don't want to get rid of it and just have to disconnect it and go back to something. I don't want to be like inferior, but just can't do as much. People are always like, "Hey, man, can you review the Onkyo? Can you do that?" I'm like, "No, I'm not doing the Onkyo." So interested in that.
I mean, honestly, I get it. I would do the same if I had a Trenoff. Especially, with the Dolby Atmos viewer thing that you got going on because I mean, if I need to double check if sound is actually coming out of the front wides, then I actually have to get up and like put my ear to it. Whereas you can just look at the Atmos viewer and be like, yeah, sound's coming out of the front wides.
I mean, I've had a Premiere, was it Premiere 16 channel processor in their amp for like 4 or 5 months now.
Mm-hmm.
It's been just like it's sitting in my living room. They're like, "Hey, you gonna review this anytime soon?" I was like, "Yeah, get around to it." I mean, it's super cool looking for sure. I mean, it's just as cool as looking at this Marantz.
Yeah.
But I think I'm going to review that in my living room setup instead of dismantling the theater.
Yeah.
So, have it's nice having two setups. Obviously, it probably sound better in my theater, but you know what?
Yeah.
I don't have to go behind the rack and disconnect 16 speakers.
I know, dude.
But yeah, this is cool. I remember I had seen this when it first came out. Value Electronics had it. He was like, "Do you want to review it here?" I was like, "I'll let you know." But this is like, I think this has been like the flagship for the past 2 years now.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Is this like yours, or you gotta give it back? That's probably
TBD.
mine. It's probably mine.
I have it for the foreseeable future. Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I get to hang on to it.
17.4 channel. Look at that. I didn't know it was that many.
Yeah.
And
Cool.
have you done any comparisons with movies with Dolby and DTS on the same disc? Does that exist?
I don't think that exists. I haven't seen Atmos and DTSX on the same one. But all of the native RO3D ones that I have, also, well, some of them, majority of them also have a Dolby Atmos mix. So that's cool.
But is it the because I remember I had the Twister Oro / Dolby, but then I think they just upmixed it themselves. So it was just like they took the 5-channel mix and did whatever they do. And then you compare that to the official remix, totally different.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because I remember when I first got the Turbine edition of Twister.
The Turbine.
I was like, whoa, cool, this RO3D mix is so good. Oh, this Atmos mix is great. Just because it was like the heights were really loud.
Yeah.
But then when the official remaster came out, last year, I listened to that. I was like, oh, yeah, this is better. Because, it just sounds more balanced.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, this is better. Sorry, Germans.
I remember. Do you remember when they came out with the Iron Man box set on 4K? Like before the official Iron Man 4K came out?
No.
There's like a German edition that was, I think it was essentially just the Blu-ray, and they passed it through upscaler, and they added HDR, which was like super blown out. It was crazy bright and vibrant. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not doing this review because I'm 100% sure this is just a straight up bootleg. And they were charging like $90 for it.
Dang.
And then they came out with the Twister, and I was like, I'm pretty sure this is just the Blu-ray. They just upscaled it, and then slapped their Atmos mix on it because it sounds not good. I was like, this does not sound like an official Warner Brothers mix.
Right.
And one of the Warner Brothers guys, he's actually part of my Patreon, and he works on all the catalog stuff. He was like, no, man, that's not ours. He's like, that's not ours. The Germans did that. I was like, oh, that's why it sounds the way it sounds.
The Germans.
And then I guess they're doing like 3D conversions of movies. I don't know how they're doing it.
That Turbine company?
Yeah. I mean, I'm getting a lot of comments like, hey, are you going to do the whatever conversion? I think of Mission Impossible 3 or something like that or Rogue One or something like that is in 3D. He's like, from Turbine, are you going to review it? I was like, the German guys? I was like, man, this is probably like some bootleg 3D. He's like, no, man, I'm not going to do that. Give it to me for free. I'll check it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, that Twister one was just like, oh my goodness, what are they doing here?
Yeah.
But I don't know of any other official discs that have Dolby and DTS, like official ones. Maybe some demo discs, but
it's either or. Yeah, you don't find both.
Which
is a shame.
I mean, if you had a Kaleidoscape, I think there is. I think Bad Boys is in DTS X on disc, and on the Kaleidoscape is in Dolby Atmos.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, pony up $4,000, get yourself a Kaleidoscape.
Well, how come? Do you know if they even offer Bad Boys for Life in DTSX on Kaleidoscape?
Let me check, because I know I have it.
Yeah. Because that would be nice if they gave you an option.
Bad Boys. I don't think so.
Because that's the other thing that I've I've wanted to get in contact with Kaleidoscape, which maybe I'll have to get your information or whoever your contact is. I wanted to talk to them about
Oh, wait, look at it here.
giving people a choice between, immersive audio formats. Like, especially with these native RO3D mixes on disc that I'm getting, like RO3D, because I know there's got to be more people like me that are invested in RO3D here in the States, even though it's majority,
I think it's just you.
like Europe. It's like a European thing. But it would be so cool if you were given the option on Kaleidoscape to download it with the Atmos mix or the RO3D mix, because that would totally allow so many more people to get into RO3D that have never heard of it, and maybe they actually prefer the RO3D mix better than the Atmos mix. And yeah, like RO3D could definitely like spread so much more easily worldwide if Kaleidoscape, somehow got a partnership with RO3D.
Yeah, no, it's just Atmos.
Atmos?
Yeah, I don't think they have anything in Oro on Kaleidoscape.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
They don't.
Yeah, so this is the one you're talking about.
I know that
right?
for a fact.
So yeah, Ride or Die, is that the one? That's the one in DTSX. Wait, is it the last one?
Oh, I don't know. I honestly don't know
Life.
if it's the last one. What about Bad Boys for Life?
Yeah, no, just Atmos.
Yeah. Ah, interesting. Yeah.
What about, nope. No, I mean, technically I could probably do the thing, but I'll let you do it though. I'll let you have that. I'll let you have that win once you get to Kaleidoscape.
Do you have the disc? The Bad Boys for Life disc?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
Of course I have it. What else is here? I'm gonna watch this tomorrow. Complete Unknown. I hear it's good. Hopefully. This is $30.
Yeah.
Look at that, 86 gigs.
That's the thing about biopics of musicians and stuff. They usually have really good mixes because they've got to get some of the best engineers in Hollywood to mix that stuff, because it's not only just dialogue and sound effects and soundtrack music, but also the music being played in the scene. It's got to sound good. So yeah, usually got the best of the best with musical biopics, like
hear.
Bohemian Rhapsody. That was a really good audio mix.
I hear that he learned to play the guitar and sing himself for the movie.
What?
Is there nothing in this?
Rami Malek?
No, man. Timmy Chalamet.
Oh, that one, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course he did, because that dude's a really good actor.
I wish he would eat a couple sandwiches and join a gym or something, because he looks like he weighs about 98 pounds. That's the one thing that I couldn't really take serious in Dune, because it's like he's the what is it, the El Habib or something like that, or El Jabbar or something. I'm like, okay, you're in a big cave and you're like doing your Braveheart speech and you're like the big bad leader. I was like, but you look like you're 14, man. I was like, how are we supposed to buy into this? I was like, I was like, you guys couldn't get like a bigger actor for this?
Well, maybe that's the whole idea behind it. It's not all about size. You don't all have to look like Dave Bautista.
It just looks like my daughter. Looks like me when I was in 11th grade. Okay, we believe it. I believe you. But have you watched any of the? Well, hold on. Have you seen that Love Hurts yet?
No, I haven't.
Love Hurts. I was watching it tonight.
I haven't seen a lot of stuff lately.
Darn you. Well, I was watching this before I came on, just to skim through the Atmos, and there's like no Atmos in this. There's a couple bird
Oh
chirps.
no.
It's like all the action scenes happened, and then it stopped, and he went outside, and then I heard some birds flying overhead. I was like, oh.
Ah.
I was like, okay, this is what we're doing in this movie.
Well, that probably just means they didn't have the budget for it.
Yeah.
You know, they just
Well-
got some. They just had in their library birds chirping. Well, let's drag that file into here.
He was doing his best
Put it in
Jackie
the
Chan
heights.
impression. Oops.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad movie. What's happening with your with you and Brad? Aren't you guys doing your thing anymore? Your podcast anymore?
No, we went on a hiatus. We're kind of trying to figure out what we're gonna do next. Because I mean, honestly, it was, we kind of had to prepare, but we didn't want to prepare too much, so we just kind of tried to think of some offhanded topics that we could talk about. But also, I mean, yeah, there just wasn't a lot of people tuning in, so we're like, maybe we can
Too much
come
work.
back and pivot and come back with something else or something. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see. What display you got in there now in your theater?
The Sony Bravia 8 77-inch OLED.
Oh, whoa.
Because the Bravia 7 and the Bravia 9 are mini LED. But I was like, you got to give me that OLED, dude.
Get that OLED. Did you hook up the 7000 to that OLED?
I did.
Did you use the center channel feature?
No.
Why?
I
Well,
heard it's still, it's still not that great. Especially
Well,
when I've got these Theatrus speakers. It's like, I don't think they're going to timbre match with the Sony center channel TV speaker.
I forgot what did I use it with. I had when I did it, I had the I think I had the little Martin Logan on-wall speakers. So it was like it didn't sound that good because on the mini LEDs the speakers shoot out the sides, so it's like that way.
Oh, yeah.
And then the center shoots out you. But I figured since it comes out of the screen on your OLED, it would probably sound a bit better.
Yeah, because they definitely improved the speakers in the TV. Because it's like several different positions, and it's just kind of all like coming out as a center image that way. So I think what it's mainly used for is, say, if I hooked up the Bravia Theater Quad system.
That's what I used it with. Yeah.
Yeah, because then I think it would match fairly well with that. But then I'd have to disconnect stuff and reconnect stuff. You know how it is.
Yeah, at the beginning of our YouTube careers, we'd be like, "Yo, my God, I can't wait to disconnect all 16 speakers and hook this up and redo everything, get the video done." Now it's like, oh God, again.
I guess.
But yeah, so
sounded like that slug lady from Monsters Inc. I'm watching you, Wachowski or Wazowski.
they're coming out with a new Shrek movie, Shrek 5.
They are? Oh man,
Shrek 5. I believe who's playing the daughter? Oh, Zendaya. I think Zendaya is playing the daughter.
Oh really?
Coming back hard. I wish they would come out with a live action Shrek movie. I would watch that.
Yeah. Like with CG characters,
Yeah, like the Turtles.
but live action.
TMNT type style.
Right.
Lion
like
King
that.
style.
I would enjoy that.
Oh, what enjoy those. Speaking of Iron Man, Best Buy had them back in the day for $10 each for the 4K Steelbook, along with Iron Man 2 and 3. I think
Oh
those days are long
man.
gone.
Yeah, 'cause Best Buy's not selling those anymore. Neither is Target.
No, now they're like $60, $50.
Yeah.
Everybody's not buying discs anymore.
Except for me.
Would you, if you had a Kaleidoscape, would you still buy discs, or would you just buy all your movies on the Kaleidoscape?
Um, I would still buy the occasional disc. Just because like not having IMAX enhanced DTS on Bad Boys for Life, situations like that where I get like a unique audio mix, or maybe it's like a unique I don't know, maybe I don't know, with Kaleidoscape, with a lot of IMAX aspect ratio movies.
Yeah.
Does Kaleidoscape support that?
Yeah, some
Aspect
of them.
ratio changes?
Some of them do. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think the last one. Oh, I know, like Top Gun Maverick has it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what else has it. I think maybe one of the Nolan. No, I don't think the. I don't think any of the Nolan movies are actually in IMAX.
No way.
Yeah, yeah, it's a weird choice. I remember asking them about that.
Yeah.
So every time I watch a Nolan movie, I got to go watch the. I got to go over to the Zidu and watch it from there.
Yeah, because I just have I don't have the 4K, but I have the Blu-ray box set of all the Dark Knight trilogy, and yeah, those have the
Yeah,
aspect ratio changes with the IMAX scenes.
yeah.
So, man, so is it like 2.39 to 1
Yep.
the whole
All
time?
the whole time.
Oh man,
The whole time. I was like, I think
that's the thing, is like it's not just the aspect ratio, but like just the sheer clarity of those scenes too.
yeah.
It just looks so good. Even on Blu-ray, just my standard Blu-ray, it still looks amazing.
Ew, you watch Blu-ray?
Sometimes.
What are those? Yeah. I think it's because you remember when Christopher Nolan came out with that statement. He was like, "You need to support physical media. I'm only going to put my movies on disc." You know, the thing he said about Oppenheimer.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think when Oppenheimer dropped first, everything comes out like a month or two before on digital, and all the digitals were, I believe, not in IMAX. But for disc, it was in IMAX. So I believe he was probably like, listen, all the digital formats, which would include Kaleidoscape, you're only going to get the 239. But the physical media guys, you'll get the IMAX versions because nobody can steal your copy of your 4K Blu-ray.
Exactly.
Christopher Nolan's trying to make a change in the industry.
Yeah. But that's also, even if I did have a Kaleidoscape, I would probably still get a select few just that I want to have in my collection. But I wouldn't get like everything on disc if I had a Kaleidoscape.
Yeah. I'm sure you'll get a Kaleidoscape soon. I don't know why not.
Maybe.
Sell a couple of those
'Cause then
you don't need all those
Then
speakers.
I'll start reviewing movies before they even come out, like you do, and we'll be competitors.
I mean, me, you, and Haterade.
Right.
Although Haterade's been slacking lately, he'll get his reviews done when the disc comes out a month later. I'm like, dude, you're missing out. Like,
What?
yeah, I'm missing out there, buddy.
Yeah, because he has a Kaleidoscape too, doesn't
Yeah, he does. He does.
he? Lucky bum.
Everybody who's anybody in a home theater has a Kaleidoscape. What's coming up new in your what's coming up new in your channel? What are you dropping lately? You haven't done anything in the past 2 weeks, I see.
Yeah.
Slacking, man.
It's actually scheduled for tomorrow. It's an overview, not a review, of the Marantz AV10.
Oh.
Because yeah, that's just because like it just kind of goes over the reason why I wanted it so badly. Because it literally has everything that I could ever want to be able to do all the tests that I ever want to do on this channel. But also, yeah, I mean, obviously I could do the same tests with a Trinoff, but this was a little bit more in my wheelhouse as far as obtainability, if that's even a word. But yeah, I just kind of go over all the stuff that it offers and why I think that it's still a bargain, even though it's $7,000.
Yeah.
So be on the lookout for that. Drops at 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Whoa.
On February 28th.
Early.
Last day of February.
Real early. My analytics say nobody's up at 6 a.m. my time. Even though, listen, I'll still draw videos like 2, 3, 4 in the morning, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. That's what I do at 6 a.m. here, because then, yeah, on the East Coast, people are, at work or just chilling. It's 9 a.m. It's pretty good.
Dude, I've got no patience. If I've worked on a video for like 12 hours and the second I'm done, I do my thumbnail, I'm like, post. Like, I'm not waiting another 5 hours to get this go live. You guys are watching this now.
All this hard work. You're going to see it right now.
And then I'll get like 1,000 views on it in like 12 hours. I'm like, damn you guys. What's the matter with you guys? How do I have 100,000 subscribers and I get 1,000 views? It doesn't make any sense.
It's not about subscriber counts?
No, not at all.
Yeah. Other than that, though, yeah, I've got, I am trying to do Atmos versus RO3D. Yeah, like you mentioned, doing another update to the Aromatic Up Mixer is in the works, or at least written down as the stuff that I would like to do now that the theater is up and running. What else? I mean, I kind of just, I just want to do more. What I want to do now that I have this set up is just kind of go through my Blu-ray and 4K Blu-ray collection, and just kind of watch stuff over again and just kind of review them, because there's so many discs that I own that I've never reviewed on my channel. Yeah, I just kind of want to do that. Just be like, you know what? Even though this came out in the 90s, it still holds up for this reason and this reason and this reason. So check it out again if you haven't watched it in a while.
Twister. Well, what did I just watch recently is Panic Room and Constantine.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because that just didn't Constantine just get a 4K release?
Yes, it did. It's pretty good, too. Surprisingly
Just
very
because,
good.
yeah, like the new Constantine is coming out, I don't know, in like a year or something. So I think they wanted to push that. Just be like, hey,
He wants to do
remember
it. Yeah.
Constantine?
He wants to do it.
Yeah.
Not bad. I remember not liking it, but I only saw it like once at the theaters, and I was like, oh, this movie's kind of whack.
Yeah.
But it was actually pretty good. Not that bad. Well, it wasn't like great, but it wasn't that bad though. It was actually good the second time around.
Nice.
And the
I know. I need to watch that again. Again, yeah. I think I saw it once.
yeah,
Soon after it came out on physical media or something. But I don't own it. But
you can own it now.
how did the CGI hold up in that movie?
I'll tell you what, man, holds up pretty good. I think it holds up pretty good. Better than some of these later Marvel movies, Shang-Chi, Black Panther, that we've gotten lately. So I'd say just as good, if not maybe a little bit better.
Yeah. Because when did Constantine come out? Like early 2000s or something?
Hey Google, when did Constantine come out at the movies?
In the United States of America, Constantine was released on February 18th, 2005.
2005.
2005, yeah.
Thanks,
yeah, because that
Gemini.
was the era. That was the era of like
Sorry, I don't understand.
it wasn't like it was still pretty good if I remember correctly, like in 2005. I think yeah. Once computer systems became powerful enough that they could create entire environments, that's when it all went to hell.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing. That's why Jurassic Park holds up. Because even though it came out in 93, but they were making it in 92, it still holds up because the computers that they were using, and it was such a new, a new technology that they could only put in so much within a particular frame. So they were forced to film everything, principal photography. They had to film on location or on a studio set, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then they had to put the CGI dinosaurs in afterwards because that's all they could do. They were limited to that. Same thing with the original Hulk, the one directed by Ang Lee that was set in San Francisco.
Yep.
Same thing. That one looks pretty darn good for the time because everything else was shot on film. It was just the Hulk that was CGI.
Mm-hmm.
So nowadays, when everything is blue screen and green screen and entire environments can be created with CGI, that's why it looks so fake because it is fake. It's all just made up in a computer.
Now they got the volume.
Yeah.
Where everything is like in a semicircle.
Right.
It's like all the environments are like half circles. I'm like, come on, guys, be more creative, man. I think like peak CG was like, was that Pirates of the Caribbean? The guy with the octopus face.
Oh,
Remember how good that looked? Yeah, that looked awesome.
It really did.
Yeah,
and still does. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
I mean, that was great. I mean, Thanos looked pretty good too, though. I'll have to give him that.
Yes. They definitely spent a lot of time on Thanos, you could tell.
Yeah.
Just because of the clarity and the detail in his face and in his chin that looks like a scrotum.
Yeah. It looked like Grimace. Yeah. You called him Grimace, right?
Yeah, dude. Although recently, the creator did very well.
Yeah, that looked good.
That was all shot on location, and then ILM did all the CGI with that after the fact. So yeah, that's basically like harkening back to Jurassic Park days. Mm-hmm. Shooting everything in frame and then adding the CGI later. So.
I believe that was only like an $80 or $90 million movie too. So
yeah, it's all shot on the Sony FX3.
FX3.
Yeah.
That's what I shoot all my videos on. That's why it's so cinematic in my reviews.
I know, right?
Shot by Gareth Edwards. I went and so I was watching this camera review. I forgot what the name of the channel was, but he shot this camera review, but it was just like a movie where he shot it in a way with his girlfriend or his wife, and he just told a story with it, and just plugged in different specs or whatever.
I think I've seen that.
And I was like, holy shit! I went.
Yeah.
Martin Logan sent me all these subwoofers. I was like, I'm doing this for this subwoofer review. I got this whole script written out.
Yeah.
Everything shot by shot, list by list. It scripted out this whole cinematic for it. I went and got a DJI Focus Pro. I went out and got a cinema lens,
Wow.
0.95 app.
Dang.
I was like, wife, I said, we're shooting this. And then she's like, what I got to do? I was like, you just got to do what I tell you to do. She's like, I got to act? I was like, you don't have to say nothing. Just, I said, you got to act a little bit, but you don't have to say anything. She's like, oh. And this was like a month ago.
Yeah.
She's been at work every day for like the past month. So I was like, I've had these subs for like 2 months, like the brand new ones they came out with. I was like, dude, I said, I'm shooting this review that nobody's going to have a review in the, I was like, the camera guys already have it because I stole the idea, but nobody in the home theater is going to have this idea. It's going to be so far out. You guys are going to be so excited about it. He goes, yo, can't wait to see it. It was like a month ago now. So it's like, I'm like all ready to go.
Yeah.
And she just hasn't been home. I was like, I can't shoot it myself in it because I can't do any camera movements by myself. So it's like,
Right.
but yeah, so you know what I'm talking about. You saw the video.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, if I'm thinking of the creator or the YouTuber that I'm thinking of, yeah, it was very well done. Very.
Yeah, it was just
very
like
cinematic.
I was like, oh my god! I was like, how is he making this a review? But it's interesting. I was like, I'm fucking stealing this idea, dude. I'm taking this idea.
I mean, if you got it, might as well try it.
So I was like, I dropped like $2,000 for
1,000
camera
views in
gear.
12 hours.
Yeah, no. I know it's not going to get a lot of views, but well, I mean, I might because it is a new subwoofer, so I might get it
true.
just because of that.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Well, people are going to be like, "Where's the sound demos? Are you going to talk about? Can I see more footage of the subwoofer? Like, what is this? What am I watching?" I already can see all the comments now. But I dropped all this money on camera gear, and it's just kind of like sitting here. I'm just like, man, I can't like. I've tried to use it in some of my just my movie reviews, just the lens at least.
Yeah.
But it's like a movie review. Nobody really cares. I mean, I've gotten like one comment that was like, "Hey man, did you change your lens? It looks super good." I was like, somebody out of like 20,000 views, one person noticed. Okay, I'm doing it right.
Yeah. I know with most cinema lenses, those don't have autofocus, right?
That's why I bought the DJI.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. Because I wanted to shoot it wide open at 9.5, and 9.5 was like a sliver. I was like, there's no way I can set this and go sit back at my chair and get it right. Or there's no way I can pull focus myself shooting the wife. I was like, I'm just gonna buy the DJI. I'll chalk it up I'll write it off at the end of the year, my taxes.
I know, doesn't that DJI thing, isn't that LiDAR?
Yeah.
Isn't that, that's.
It's a little finicky. It's like you gotta like measure the distance between the front of the sensor to there's a little marking on your camera, the center of your camera, and it's like you gotta get it just right, or else it just misses. Well, or it'll just come up a little bit short for focus. So it's like it took me a few times to get it just right. I had to get a special L-angled ruler just to line it up perfectly with it.
Oh,
but
man.
I got it though. I got it. Wow. Yeah, it looks good. Very crisp. Very crispy.
How long have you had the FX3?
I think like 3 years, 4 years.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Yeah, it's been a while. I mean, I'm glad they don't, upgrade their cameras all the time, or else, like receivers, we'd be buying new cameras all the time. So,
yeah.
I mean, I would like them to upgrade the camera, but at the same time, I was like, do I really need one? I was like, do I need to shoot in 8K? Probably not.
Sure.
I mean,
You could be like Marquez Brownlee.
I know. I mean, don't get me wrong. I was looking at. I think they dropped the price on some of the Red cameras. I was like, oh, I was like, do I need to shoot in 6K? do I need to drop 30 grand on a camera, even with a little discount? It's like nobody's ever gonna notice.
Nah.
It's always like the simplest videos. Like we could just shoot it right here. We just talk about something, and it'll get more views than you editing a video for 18 hours.
Yep.
Always the stuff you don't care about does the best.
Right.
Happens all the time.
Every time.
Which logo is on Ealan's shirt?
It's mine.
It's is that for erectile dysfunction? Is that the ED?
Yes. You're supposed to jiggle it 9 times. and then squeeze it 6 times. Yeah, 9.x.6. That's what I'm rocking back here. Go to EalanOsborne.com and then click on the merch tab.
Oh, well, you have your own website? I didn't know that.
Yeah. And then I think I have the hat as well.
The ED
available
hat.
now.
Is that an ED?
Yep.
Guys,
I'm bringing awareness. 2025.
Patrick says the kaleidoscope doesn't. I've said kaleidoscope so many times. Saying kaleidoscope now feels weird.
Yeah.
Kaleidoscope doesn't hold a lot unless you save it somewhere. Educate me on this, Shane and Ealan.
Oh, like the Strato V.
I'm not sure what he means by that, but essentially you buy the movie, it downloads onto your hard drive on your Kaleidoscape, and it's almost like you ripping your 4K Blu-ray onto a external drive. So same concept, except you don't have to rip your disc. You buy it and it downloads for you. So it can hold a lot depending on how much storage space you have on your specific Kaleidoscape player. You can get anywhere from 1 terabyte up to something like 92 terabytes. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's not missing. You're not missing out anything space-wise.
He might be referring to the Strato V since it only has 1 terabyte internal storage. But that means you can hold, typically up to about 9 or 10 4K Blu-rays. So that way you can just have this revolving door of your favorite or your top 9 or 10 movies, ready to go. But then, if you can swap them in and out, get rid of one and download another if you want to switch out your top 10.
I wonder what is the lifespan on SSD drives.
I know. Yeah. That's the thing with doing the swap.
Yeah.
Frequently. It's like that's probably gonna mess it up after a while, right?
Yeah. I guess it's probably last longer than a spinning drive.
Yeah, I would think so. Although one of my SSDs just crapped out a month ago that I use for editing all my stuff.
Ooh.
And with that was a Lexar.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember getting it on like a really good Black Friday deal or something. And all the rest of my SSDs that I use for editing are Samsung.
Yeah.
And the Samsung ones have lasted years. But the Lexar lasted, I think, 2 years. And then just all of a sudden crapped out. And I was like, I don't think I'm going to get Lexar anymore. So, yeah, I got another Samsung SSD, and it's going strong.
Nice, yeah. Well, supposedly they use enterprise-grade SSDs and drives, so...
Samsung does?
No, what they put in the Kaleidoscape.
Oh, gotcha. Enterprise.
Enterprise. How do we know that for sure? We don't know.
take their word for it, I guess.
Osbella Reyes wants to know 4K physical or kaleidoscope audio-wise. Audio-wise, they're exactly the same. So, they're the same. No difference.
Yeah.
No difference.
And
Maybe.
sometimes the picture, or at least the amount of gigabytes is going to be more on Kaleidoscape, so you might get a slightly better picture with Kaleidoscape.
Possibly.
Like Avatar Way of Water. It's like
Way of
100
Water?
gigabytes or something.
Well, I know the Brutalist, I believe it was 115 gigs. Brutalist.
That was a long movie, though, too. That was like 3.5 hours or 4 hours or something.
Oh, you saw it?
No, I just know that it's a long movie.
It is. Oh, yeah, 115 gigs for 4K. And that's an SDR with no Atmos. So the chances are they are going to put that on a 100 gig disc on Blu-ray. So, I mean, you're getting 15 extra gigs of data, which is pretty substantial. So I would assume it's going to look a lot better on the Kaleidoscape. Yeah. Just my guess. So you do have that aspect as well.
But yeah, audio-wise, pretty much the same.
Maybe you have an answer for this guy. I've never seen a Tone Winner sub in person. What are your thoughts on Tone Winner subs, Ealan, looking at these at the moment?
Oh, subs? I didn't even realize they did subs.
Yeah.
Honestly, I haven't had experience with Tone Winner. I've had the other two budget preamp options, like the Emotiva MC1 and the Iota AVX17, but I never really got my hands on a Tone Winner AT300. But I know they sell amps as well, and apparently they sell subwoofers too. So I'm going to guess it's pretty good. Unfortunately, I don't know. Sorry.
They're going to be okay. Yeah. I have no idea how much they cost, but did you like their processor? Was it a receiver or processor?
The Iota?
Yeah. Oh.
I did.
Oh, the Iota. Wait, do you still have it?
Yeah. I do, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Collecting dust now, I see.
It is. It's right in this little storage room here in this box.
I saw your hallway with all your boxes. It looks very much like my hallway with boxes, too.
Yeah. Just a bunch of boxes. I know. My wife is thrilled that I have this office space now. I mean, I still get the occasional box that I'll have to, either keep on my side of the bedroom or whatever. But for the most part, most of the boxes are gone now, and she's so happy. Because for a while there, they were kind of taking over our house.
Yeah, mine is, I got a couple boxes in the kitchen, only because they're tower speakers, and I'm just like, I'm not trying to bring this downstairs, and having to bring it back upstairs. So it's like the big boxes end up in my kitchen. But only one. I only got one box left, so I got to wrap up that review, then never reviewing tower speakers again in my entire life.
Which speakers?
I got the Focal Arias. I think that's what they're called, Arias. The big green ones.
Yeah, nice.
Fancy. I would have much preferred the bookshelves. So from here on out, bookshelves only. Never doing it anymore.
Are you testing those out in your hi-fi system?
Yeah. 2-channel system, and dude, I've been trying to sell them. I can't sell them, but I still got the DefTech tower. If anybody's interested in buying some Definitive Technology DM7s, I think they are, the second from the top towers, I got them for sale. Got me some ELAC. Actually, ELACs are awesome speakers. I got those for sale. Mini towers. Atlantic Technology towers. The gigantic 8600s with the center channel. for sale, you email me. I'll give you a fantastic price. These are huge boxes. They're just taking up space in my downstairs. And I'm just like, dude, so trying to sell them is impossible.
Yeah. Have you found an alternative to eBay? Because I know you were saying you didn't like how eBay has.
I tried. I put some stuff on OfferUp, and then guys were like, "Hey man, do you want to come out and meet me?" I was like, "No." I was like, "I'll meet you down at the mall, which is 5 minutes from my house, but I'm not driving 45 minutes to deliver something to you."
Yeah. Exactly.
No, man.
I know. If I ever try and sell something in person, I always go to some sort of public location. You never know. There's a lot of weirdos out there.
I don't know. I'll meet you at Starbucks in the mall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not meeting you in the dark. I mean, I had one sale. I met a guy at the mall parking lot. It was when I sold my Bowers and Wilkins speakers. That was a nice transaction. He fit 11 boxes in his. I think it was Ford Tempo. I think it was.
What?
Yeah, 11. Those were big boxes, like in the box.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, there's no way you're getting these in your car. But he did. He fit them in there.
Dang, that's
fit them in
impressive.
there, man. 11 of them. Yeah. Those were big speakers. I miss those speakers still. Yeah. Something that you haven't gotten was some Arendelle speakers. How come you have not gotten Arendelle speakers?
I remember talking to them a couple years ago before they had a lot of U.S. distribution. And they were like, oh, yeah, well, we're kind of in transition. We're trying to get U.S. distributors in place. So reach back out to us when we do that. Or maybe they said, we'll call you kind of thing. And then they never did.
Oh, bummer. But now you got the Theatrus. Now you're like, I don't need any more speakers.
I know, right? Like, I don't plan on doing speaker reviews for quite some time. I don't see a need.
Yeah, it's like now I've been doing like mostly like a lot of movie reviews because like I don't need speakers anymore, so I don't want speakers, and obviously receivers, that's out of the question right now. Right. Amps are like, I don't need amps either. I'll still do subwoofers because subwoofers are always fun. They're easy. Other than that, I'm just like, there's nothing else really. I got a toilet. I have a toilet. I got a review.
Like for real?
Yeah. It's a smart toilet because I have like the plumbing downstairs, like it's all roughed out and everything, and I was looking at toilets. I was like, oh, God, these things are like expensive, like $400 or $500 for a toilet. I mean, for like for like a good one. Yeah. And some guy was like, hey, do you want to review a smart toilet? I was like, can I get it in black? They're like, yeah. I was like, yeah, I'll do it. Nobody will watch the video, but I'll do it though. Just to save me some money. That's coming. But obviously I was like, yeah, I'll do it. But then I was like, I had to go downstairs, frame out the wall for the bathroom, frame around the water heater, box out the washer dryer area. I'm gonna have to lay tile down on the floor. I drywalled the walls and this ceiling. So I was like, it's $1,000 toilet, but I'm spending like $3,000 just to put the bathroom together for the toilet. So might not have been the smartest idea on my part.
Yeah, when that review comes out, all your comments are going to be like, Shane has gone to shit. Literally.
However, I am going to have a TV in there. I'm going to have in-wall speakers in there.
What?
So it's going to be like a mini home theater in the toilet area. Or I guess you call it a half bathroom or something.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever you want to call it, yeah.
Right.
There's no shower or nothing there. Just the toilet, and then, there's the washer dryer in there. Nice. And then you can just sit down and watch. You sit down on the toilet and just watch TV. Boom, right there. We got a little lounge chair in the corner. It's gonna be cool. My wife was like, "What are we doing?" I was like, "It's going to be like a little mini home theater." She's like, "In the bathroom?" Well, yeah. I was like, "You can read your book while you're on the toilet, or you can just watch TV or watch Netflix or something." She's like, "Oh my gosh."
And since you have the lounge chair, somebody can watch you take a shit.
I reviewed a couple of I did the Eames chair and then some other Barcelona something or another. And I was like, yeah. I was like, perfect space for him. I was like, yeah, I'll review them, sure. Because I planned to put him in the bathroom. So I was like, okay, I'll do it. Which small to medium size, all the same size speakers would you both recommend? A surround sound setup. Picking out 3 choices, what would they be?
Small to medium, all the same speaker. I mean, kind of like you got all RBH, right?
Yeah, or you got the slims.
Yeah. All the same. I mean, what kind of budget are we talking about?
Yeah, what kind of budget?
I mean, if you're trying to stick to a budget, Klipsch RP series speakers. Don't get the reference. Get the RP.
Appearing is like
Premiere.
Appearing is like, yo, what about our speakers, Ealan?
Gosh, what else? And then, I mean, sure, yeah, Aperion Audio. They've got a lot of like small, slim speakers that you can put on a wall or just standing. Like their Novus line of speakers. They got a lot of.
Just get those. They're $1,100 a pop. That's not bad.
Yeah, pull up the Novus ones. They've got some ones that you could put on wall. I mean, you don't have to put them on wall, but they're nice and slim, and won't take up a lot of space. And you could just get a bunch of those, and it's not going to cost you too much money.
Are you just assuming he's not got a lot of money?
Oh, those are the Varus and the Grandis.
Speaker.
Try and find the Novus.
Speaker type. Tower speakers, bookshelf speakers.
Yeah, do
Bookshelf?
bookshelf. Oh.
No.
Where are the
No,
Novus?
here you go. This guy.
Oh. There's
These
some
ones?
Novus.
That's not on wall, is it?
No. Look up the family when you're on that drop-down list. Because when you look up by family, then you can look up Novus.
These guys. Slim satellite?
Yeah. Yep.
There we go.
Yeah, how much
Slim
are those per
satellite.
pair?
These are...
Yeah, I'll say at the top.
Oh, where is it? $5.99 a pair
Okay.
for the Novus.
Yeah, you could get a bunch of those if you want, like, all the same.
Did you ever review these?
Not those particular ones. I did review the bookshelf version of those.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were good. That was like way back in the day when Aperion Audio first contacted me and were wondering if I wanted to review their speakers.
What is this? They got speakers outside of their door? That's interesting placement.
Wow.
Where's the specs at?
Serenade people that come to your door to drop off packages.
Ding dong. Where's the specs? Did I pass the specs? Okay. Well, there you go. The Novus.
Yeah.
And then, speaking of Novus, Novalicious says, Shane, give us your thoughts on the Atlantic Technology 8600 eyes you just tested. Who is it for, and why are they so big? I don't know why they're so big, because they don't have a lot of bass. Oddly enough.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's such a strange speaker. I don't know why. I don't know why they're so big. Honestly, yeah, because we compared them with the little Ealan, little mini towers.
Yeah.
Those speakers sound like they have subwoofers in them, and they're like maybe a quarter of the size. Just blew us away. We're just like, holy crap! And then we put in the Atlantic Techs, and we're like, where's the bass?
Yeah.
They're very nicely built, though, so I'll give it that. Nice build, really nice detail. It's just for the size, you would think there would have been more output, bass wise at least. So I mean, you definitely need a subwoofer.
What do they go down to? How many hertz?
I think I don't know what they go down to. Atlantic Tech 86.
Like not even 50?
Let's find out right here. I mean, they're super cool looking. I give them that.
Yeah.
Boom.
Wow.
Discover more. I used to have their THX system way back in the day. They were awesome speakers. I feel like they're still kind of following the same THX rules and probably cutting them off at 80 hertz. Like this is 30 hertz, but it still sounds like it's 80 hertz, honestly. And they're huge speakers. I got them. They are for sale. If anybody's interested, Novalicious, if you want to buy them from me, these are $6,000 a pair. I will give you killer price. You just got to email me. Obviously, you got to pay for shipping, but it's not going to be nowhere near $6,000 a pair. Nowhere near that.
Shipping's going to be expensive.
Yum. Oh, look at this. We got a super chat from Skylake Pro Cinema. Thank you for the super chat.
Banana peel.
Super chats are greatly appreciated. You gave us some banana
Thanks,
peel.
Skylake Pro Cinema.
Thank you. I'll split that with you, Ealan.
Thanks.
You could buy a small fry at McDonald's.
I can get 75 cents.
I feel like Atlantic Technology speakers used to be awesome back in the day, but not sure if they fell from their heyday. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Just not a lot of people have been really talking about them. I don't know why. I mean, maybe. Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, they're very nice speakers. They're very nice. One of the better speakers. One of the best speakers, aesthetics wise, I've had to review.
Those DevTech speakers you were talking about, those towers,
Yeah,
they've got subwoofers built in, right? That's DevTech's whole thing.
Yeah, they're awesome. Awesome speakers. I kind of hate to let them go. But, gosh, I just don't have any space for them. They are the DM70s.
Oh.
Boom, definitive technology. How much are these guys anyways? So $1,600 each. Awesome sounding speakers. I sold the center channel. The center channel's gone, so
Dang it.
that's pretty quick. Oh, they're on back order too. Expected 325. Popular speaker, I guess. I don't know. Somebody wants to get a pair of DefTech DM70s, email me for a good price.
They don't have to be on back order when you go through Shane Lee.
No, not if you want to get a Shane Lee bargain. Come straight to me. What is this? What about OSD Black Mark II dual 8-inch home theater LCR speakers? Wood fiber triple tweeter array single. Antonio, why would you get that when you can get yourself a pair of definitive technology tower speakers with subwoofers built in, which will blow those OSD speakers out of the water, man. Jesus, my God. You just can't help some people, you know? But yeah, so that's what do you got for sale? You selling anything over there on your channel? You trying to offload anything?
Yeah. What am I trying to offload? I don't know. I'd have to look at my inventory again.
Your inventory. We
Yeah.
got stock rooms, guys.
Pretty much.
You see my stock room is outrageous.
Yeah. Where is it anyway?
Downstairs, I got this whole well, this entire room is just full of boxes, just full of boxes. I got a little sliver, a little walkway in between the boxes to get to anything.
Dang.
It looks like a mini Best Buy.
Since you have 18 identical RBH speakers, when you switched from your old theater to this new theater in your new house,
Yeah.
did you notice a difference with everything being so timbre matched?
I think the biggest thing, well, I've always had the Seno speakers were, I think, how many identical setups have I had? I've had the RBH, the Ascendos, Bowers and Wilkins. I've had some Dollies. I've had the Procellas. I've had at least 5 I can think of right now, all exactly the same. Probably the most detailed wise, the most pinpoint accurate ones, probably the Ascendos.
Oh, wow.
That's probably because they didn't have that much bass, so it's probably just all treble. that could be why.
Yeah.
But I noticed that right away, and but yeah, if you're just playing pink noise, it sounds exactly the same everywhere you go. And then you listen to, your planes flying, or occasionally there'll be like a movie that you watch that might catch you off guard, and they're like a horror movie or something like that, where they'll have like voices that kind of just walk and talk around the room or something, which is just like perfect.
Right.
I know a lot of people will get like big speakers up front, and then they'll cheap out and get some smaller surround speakers, and it's like they'll start, hey, I'm gonna come get you, and then they go to the surround. I'm gonna come get you. They get to the side speakers, and they come back around to the front, and they're like deep voice again.
Right.
So stuff like that, it's pretty easy to hear. I think there's a show on Apple TV. I think it was that one where she plays the nanny. You watch Apple TV shows? Not Severance. I forget what it was, but it was like the last episode where there was a bunch of voices that were moving around. I was like, that sounds awesome. It was an M. Night Shyamalan TV show. Somebody would probably know.
I haven't seen it, but yeah. I know
Good
what
show.
you're talking about.
Yeah, good show.
Yeah.
Good show. So, stuff like that, you'll notice it pretty easily. I'm assuming your system probably sounds very similar.
Yeah, it does. Just because, everything's got the same AMT tweeter, roughly the same woofer, although the woofers in the height channels are obviously smaller.
Yeah.
But or are they? Are they smaller?
Servant. That's it, Servant.
That's right.
Yeah. Last episode, I think midway through the episode, there's some voices, some ghostly voices that kind of track through all the speakers. I don't know why that's the only one that pops up in my... Oh, or of course, Gravity. So yeah, pop in Gravity in yours, and...
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah. Yep.
You're right.
Perfect
I have
demo
not
for
watched
that.
Gravity since this got up and running.
Yeah. And run him full range, obviously, so you can see if the voices timbre match the same bass-wise. I think Clooney's got some bass in his voice. And then Ed Harris is always floating around different speakers above your head, which is pretty cool.
Whoa.
And
That's right.
And the astronaut that gets blasted through the face,
Yeah.
he actually talks right in the back center speaker, which you don't have. So
No way.
yeah, it's like right rear center.
That's cool.
So that's why, listen, I'm a big advocate for that. Center, because I figured if you're going to have LCR in the front stage, why would you not have LCR in the back stage?
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Because there's actually a lot of sound that comes out of that, because when the objects are moving, typically they will pass through that to go to the other speaker. So it's like track straight to the speaker. And if it's something that's supposed to come directly in the back, they'll try to phantom image. So you're getting the same sound from 2 speakers rather than 1 speaker. I know. I'm just trying to upsell you guys for a center channel speakers.
Yeah, but yeah, the yeah, I don't even think I could have a center, center back channel with.
Oh, you
the
got a door
80
there, right?
Yeah, like I would need something like a Trent off or Storm Audio to pull that off.
Oh yeah, I don't think anybody except for Storm and Trinov has that feature.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're missing out. Sorry, buddy.
Oh well, I'm not in the center back channel club yet. One of these days.
Well, you do have a height center channel.
Yeah. Right above me.
Do you hear anything up there? Does any voices go up there or what?
Oh, I haven't really tested that yet.
He's like,
Because that's
put
the
it
other
there.
thing is the downside about having this office is that since I'm in an office building with a bunch of other businesses, it's only 2-story or 2 levels, so it's not like a huge high rise or anything. But I've got I basically can't watch anything during normal business hours.
Yeah.
So if I wanted to watch something, it'd have to be after 5 o'clock or on the weekends. And so I kind of got to like batch schedule things so I can actually watch it during those times. Otherwise it's just come in here and do some editing or whatever and then just go home for the day.
Uh-huh.
Can't watch anything.
Would they let you paint the walls black or no?
I don't know. I don't know. Because they said I can do anything as long as if and when the day comes where I, say sayonara to this place.
Yeah.
They're like, just as long as you make it look like you were never there. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, right now I've got these kind of dumb yellowish canary yellow walls. So,
Hey,
that's what
the walls looked like in my house before I painted them. They're that same like beige yellow
yeah,
from like the 80s.
right.
Now they're all white and black.
Ooh,
Hey. My room is small to accommodate surround back, so what's your opinion about having a single surround back channel? I mean, if that's all you can fit, that's all you can fit. Obviously, 2 would be better than 1.
yeah.
Yeah. So, that's
Although
our...
typically, if you can't have surround backs, I mean, it's because your couch is like against the wall kind of thing. So,
yeah.
I mean, that means you can't really have one surround back channel either, or else it's like right against your head.
Yeah. I remember those days. Sucked.
Yeah, me too. Although, I mean, yeah, it is what it is. You can still get by with a good, 5 surround channels on your ear level. There's no shame in that.
There's no shame. I tell you what, the biggest difference was with all the speakers with more space. Just everything just moves better. Just like,
because
however,
this theater is bigger, right?
yeah, it's like maybe twice the size of the old one.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, I always use wide angle lens in those old videos, so it looked a lot bigger than it really was.
Right.
I could like jump from one end of the room to the other in like a single leap. But yeah, that's the biggest thing. It was just like things would move a little bit better. Although, if I'm in the front row, if something is happening in the back, since it's so far away, it's almost kind of like can be a little bit lower in volume. But if you're in the second row, then it can be a little too loud because you're in the second row. You're closer to it. So there's that situation. So for you're probably like pretty equidistant to all your speakers.
Yeah.
So you
'cause I
probably
just
have
the one chair. Yeah.
So you would probably have like a more coherent, possibly, since it's all just like you're just one guy in there, one money seat.
Right.
So it'd probably sound probably a little bit more accurate in yours. I would
I
guess.
would hope so.
I would guess.
Once I get either Dirac or Odyssey Multi QX, then yes.
Yeah, man, you got to email Dirac. They'll give you a license. I don't see why they wouldn't give you a license.
Yeah.
So listen, you know who I am. Hey, let me introduce myself. To whom it may concern, I am Ealan Osborne. Link to my YouTube channel here.
I am cool. Send me licenses.
I need a license for Dirac. Oh, by the way, I know Shane Lee. Thank you.
Can I drop your name?
Hey, listen, I was on his channel last night.
My buddy Shane Lee told me to email you.
Hey, Trinov, I know Shane. Can I get a Trinov? Hey, Shane's cut off.
Yeah, do they know who you are? Trinidad people?
Oh, do they? I hope so. They've been on my channel like I don't know how many times.
Oh,
Multiple times a year.
oh, good. Okay. Yeah.
I'm probably gonna have them on soon. Although I'm just kind of running out of ideas why I would have them on though. So it's always like, can we do more speaker placement videos? Didn't we do that last year? I was like, yeah, but we just run it back.
2025 update.
Do you configure like the M&K speakers? Your speakers look like the M&K speakers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just like them. Yeah, I really like your
mean,
speakers. I almost kind of want to reach out to them again. Like, hey, man, can I get some of those Theatrus speakers? But then it's like, oh, I don't want to really move all these 18 speakers out of the way.
Yeah.
And plus, another 18, those boxes look big too. So it's like, man.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, I know, 18 boxes. Jeez, no, man.
Well, that's the other thing is, yeah, they wouldn't, Aperion wouldn't be able to send you 18 of them for sure. Because even some of these were like scratch and dent.
Oh, really?
Versions. Yeah. Because which is fine. I don't care
Yeah.
if they have scratchers and dents.
pretty
But
big.
even then, that's making it sound like they have dents, but it's just like very, very superficial stuff that some people might not care for. But yeah, for me, I was like, yeah, dude, send it my way. I don't care.
Is it in my way? Aren't those amps? Aren't those ever solo amps?
No.
Didn't they? They had like a partnership with them, didn't they? Appearing in Ever Solo. Or am I thinking of
don't know.
somebody else? I might be thinking. I think I'm thinking about Stark. Stark and Ever Solo.
Oh, yeah, that might be the case.
Yeah, I think that's who I'm thinking about. I have. I think they might be getting a little upset. I have the Stark 3-channel, $7,000 amp here.
Oh, yeah.
The big one. It's like 100 pounds. I've been meaning to do that every day for the past 2 months. I've been meaning to do it every day. It's a great sounding amp though. Awesome sounding amp.
Oh, yeah.
Super
Just
cool
to
looking
power your front soundstage kind of thing?
Yeah, just the LCRs.
Yeah.
I was my audio rack is like downstairs for the theater, so I'm like, I'm not gonna carry this downstairs. So I'm gonna hook it up in my living room on an hi-fi system instead.
Yeah.
It's like,
100
man,
pounds. Jeez.
sick. I do want to get there. I do want. Like, I got to do this review first before I ask them for their cinema speakers because they have the on-wall ones that look pretty cool. So
Oh, yeah.
I want to try to get those in because those look pretty awesome.
Stark?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Stark ones. The what are they? Because we had them on the channel. I think last month. Stark Sound. That's Scar Audio. Here we go, Stark Sound.
Scar.
Scar. You can get 21-inch subwoofers from Scar for $12.99. That's $12.99. P3i.
Wow.
Dude, these are cool. I mean, look at that. Come on, man. These are cool. Oh, those are the in-wall ones. They got that one. I don't want the in-wall one, though.
Are
You-
those AMTs inside of a horn?
Oh, here we go. There we go. Yeah. AMT in a horn. 18 of these would
Wow.
be pretty sick.
Yeah, dude.
I must. Not that there's anything wrong with the RBHs, but you gotta have different things. You gotta try different things. That look
They have an
good.
S-Link.
Look at that
back.
right there. Speak on S-Link.
Speak-ons and S-Links. Come on.
Sexy.
Oh,
These some sexy speakers.
dang.
I must get them. They got a 24-inch
I-
sub coming out too.
I assume those are bigger than your RBHs.
I think, are they bigger?
It kind of looks like they're wider.
Yeah.
Because the RBHs are kind of narrow.
Yeah. Well, this got an 8-inch driver. Mine has two 6.5s.
Oh,
Dual
okay.
6.5s.
Yeah.
This is a single 8. So yeah, it's a little bit wider for sure. 60 hertz to 40K. Ribbon tweeters. How do you like the ribbon? You got 3 tweeters per speaker on yours. Do you not know what your speakers look like?
No, it's just the one.
Really?
Yeah. It's
Wait,
the
wait.
one tweeter. It's the one AMT tweeter and then
Oh, mid-range?
mid-range
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
and then woofers.
I thought those were self-dome tweeters. Along with the ribbon.
No.
Oh,
Negative.
mistake.
Gold label.
Yeah. Well, all right.
Actually, one last thing.
Yeah.
One thing you want to look up. Someday, when I win the lottery or whatever, and I can actually build my own theater on my property, the speakers that I want to put in that particular theater
Mm-hmm.
are called Mag Theatron.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Because, yeah, I know Bill, who works with Magnetar and
Yep.
Let's Get Physical Media.
Let's get physical. Physical.
Yeah, he's really trying to push the Mag Theatron because they're the official U.S. distributor.
Haterade's got these.
Oh, he does?
Well, he has the subs.
Ah,
He has the subs, yeah.
but yeah, to have an entire theater full of those.
Why don't you have them now? In preparation. Why did you get it off? Do you not have space in your house? How big is your house? That you don't have a spare room in your house or what?
No. I mean, we've got a music room where the piano is and where my girls practice their instruments and stuff. But yeah,
Garage.
It just didn't work out. I mean, yeah, I guess I could in the garage, but at the same time, because my wife also doesn't really want like a theater in the house itself, because she was the one who basically designed the whole house. So she was very particular about a lot of stuff. And then I kept trying to convince her that, like, let's get like a big shed or something, and then I'll just
Yeah.
turn it into a really nice theater. And she's like, I don't want something that looks just like a shed on our property. It's like, well, I mean, I'll make it look kind of nice. But we were talking, and I was like, well, okay, what if I made it, because we're, big Lord of the Rings nuts.
Yeah.
So I was like, what if I made it look like a hobbit hole? Like, what if it looked like, it's part of the earth and it's like a big circular door, like a hobbit hole. And when you go inside, then it's like a theater. And she's like, oh, yeah, I could get behind that. So that's the goal now, is to, obviously, yeah, I'll have to win the lottery to be able to build a Hobbit hole theater, but that's the goal, and to have it look like a Hobbit hole from the outside, and then when it opens up, it goes into this little entryway lobby area, and then you go into the theater itself, lined with Mag Theatron speakers.
Dude, you can get something like this, man. It looks like a mini house.
Yeah, right. But I would need it to be big enough to be able to have the whole family in there, because
Oh, I mean, you can get them like
the idea.
you can get them like 20 by 30.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you're talking like 20, 30 grand, but still,
Yep.
they're pretty big. Don't get me wrong. I've been looking at this myself too, just
Yeah.
because I already feel like mine is too small. I'm like, oh, I wish I was a little bit. I wish it was like 5 foot wider. It'd be the perfect size.
Yeah. How wide is it right now?
14.
Okay.
14
Yeah,
by...
you want like a 20 foot wide?
Yeah, I want at least 20. Because it's 20, 25, like it's like 24 and 3/4 deep. But if I just had a little bit more space, because right now it's like I gotta kind of, when I'm walking down the steps in the theater to the first row, it's like I kind of have to avoid the side speaker. And I mean, if I put it in the wall, then it'd be fine. But right now it's like I gotta like walk down, like scoot over and then walk down. So
Yeah.
it bothers me a little bit there. I just wish there was more space between the wings, the end seats, and the side walls, because they're kind
Yeah.
of just like a little over arm's length away. So it bothers me a little bit.
Would you ever
that it's
do
bad sounding.
in walls in that particular theater?
I've been thinking about that because I was talking to Per Listen and just doing like Per Listen in walls. When I first built it, I was just like, I made sure I put in mounting points and then, easy removable speaker mounts so I could just snap them on and off if I was going to review different speakers.
Yeah.
But then, my we were saying my desire for getting more review speakers in is just like,
Right.
I was like, well, I could really make this more comfortable if I just went in wall. Or if I could just bury it, because the fabric walls are like 1.5 inches deep. If I can just not put it totally in wall, but in the fabric where it's only like 1 inch out from the fabric wall, that would afford me some more space there. And that way I don't really have to worry about, I could get some temporary speaker stands if I want to review speakers in the theater. So, I don't know, man. I've been kind of messing around with just switching over to the in-wall thing. We'll see. Not that there's anything wrong with the RBH speakers. But yeah,
I know. Yeah, RBH reps just watching this entire stream.
going in-wall would be very nice.
Because Per Listen, did they have, because I know they just came out with those, well, not just, but they came out with those THX Dominus in-ceiling speakers.
Yeah.
So I assume they have THX Dominus in-wall as well.
Oh, yeah, they're all THX. Yeah, so I've been kind of contemplating that idea. Not that there's anything wrong with the RBH. I still like the RBH.
Or would you save a Per Listen in-wall system for a shed theater?
Because I was looking at the shed, because I have some space on the property where I could put another, 20 by 30 shed in there. And then I was just thinking, because I think the price for me just to blow out the sidewall and make it a little like 5 foot long wider, probably going to be the same price as buying a shed. So it's
Right.
I don't know, man. Yeah. Just some.
Well, then you got to run power out to the shed and all that stuff too.
Yeah,
So
there's that shit too. And then
that's not going to be cheap.
heating and cooling and
Yeah.
drywall.
Yeah.
No, me, I would just run like a long extension cord over to the place. Yeah, this will work. Nobody can tell.
Done.
Just some ideas I'm kicking around, so who knows? We'll see. We'll see what happens. And if I could go like 12-foot tall ceilings, pretty sick. I mean, I'm 10 now, but 12 would be. The only thing that does bother me is like the front row is like 10 from in the first row, which sounds awesome because the surrounds are just like, it sounds like it's like outside. But then the second row is like 2 foot. I got a 2-foot riser, so it's like 8 foot in the second row.
Yep. Right.
So it's a little bit closer.
Yeah.
Not that I really ever sit in the second row, but occasionally I go back there just to live the guest life in my second row. I'm like, I got 6 seats in here. I got to occasionally use some of these. So I'll just sit in the back corner seat by myself and just like, sit there and try to enjoy it back there.
How does it sound to the commoners? You sit in the second row.
Didn't you? You got some Valencia seats in there, right? Or a seat in there for Valencia?
Yes, a Valencia seat.
Yeah. You need to get one of those low back seats in there.
Yeah, I do. I really do.
Get one of the.
I mean, it's not
Naples.
bad because when I recline, then it's totally fine. And then I also have the surround backs, even if I'm sitting up straight. But yeah,
It makes a
it's not too
difference
bad.
though. Like visually too. Like it doesn't.
Yeah.
Visually, it just takes up less space, so it looks. It would look less cluttered. Like
Right.
when I had the smaller chairs, I was just like, oh wow, it just looks bigger now because there's no, the seat backs are so much more closer to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
I probably should have said that in my video. I didn't say that in my video. Maybe the next one I'll say that. Because I'm still waiting for them to send me the black ones because I got 2 different chairs. My front row is different than the second row, and it's like,
Oh no.
it's really bothering me. Really bothered. The first row is black, the second row is gray. I'm like, oh
Oh
God,
man.
you're killing me, Valencia. What's happening? So I don't know. Let's see what happens. I've been looking at the row 1 seats too, so I might
Yeah.
have to buy those because I've been waiting so long for Valencia to come through.
Yeah.
So
You
we
ever
shall
had
see.
experience with Movia seats?
Man, we ain't getting those seats in for review. Those are so expensive.
Oh, are they?
Aren't they like handmade in France or Italy or something like that?
I don't know. I haven't looked into them all that much. I've just seen their name and saw maybe a promo of theirs. I was like, oh, those look pretty nice, but
Yeah.
never checked out the price.
Website is movia.de. Oh, so they're from like Denmark or
Oh.
something. Yeah, we're not going to get those for a review. I mean, I've already hit up like Fortress seating and some of those really high-end brands.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they never emailed me back.
Dang it.
Yeah, we're not getting those. Let me check out these seats here. Because I think the distributor for Ascendo is repping them, and he does not deal with cheap stuff.
Ah.
I mean, come on, man. Look at that. That's awesome.
Whoa.
That's an awesome theater.
Dang, man.
That's like the Emperor's chair.
Yeah. Those look like something you'd see in a spaceship.
Bum, bum, bum,
That's
bum,
cool.
bum, bum. Media sofa auditorium. Let's see what they got here. Look at that.
Dang.
Fancy. Like
I
you
wonder
got-
how that is, like with the Rome, how having that crease in the center of the back.
Which one? Oh, this
The
one?
Rome.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I wonder how that would feel.
Listen, I need to have lumbar support because my back is always hurting.
Yeah.
Look at that wood. Oh, these look like the Monzas.
Oh.
Or
dang.
the Monzas look like these.
Stockholm.
I don't like this. This looks like some, should be in a cigar shop.
Yeah, like 50s.
I mean, if it was brown, I would dig it, but not in my home theater, though. Yeah, if this had carbon fiber, that would be just like the Monza. I don't think I would get. I might. If I was gonna get one, I'd probably get this one.
Yeah, this looks sick.
I don't really like any of the other ones.
How much is that?
Man, they're not gonna give you a price on here.
Right.
No. So you gotta contact us.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah.
If you have to ask how much it is, it's not for you.
Oh, dude, look at this. It's like wood. Look at LEDs ingrained in the wood, embedded in the wood. Yeah, these are like
God.
$5-6 grand a pop, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Oof. Yeah. Too rich for us.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't hurt to ask. You can ask them.
I know.
Hey, man, you send me. I need 6 of these. Send them over to me. But all right, man, we're coming over 2 hours. What's You said you got a video dropping tomorrow?
Yeah. And then, hopefully I can get in some more, not some more, but hopefully I can get some RO versus Atmos done. Try and batch those out as far as, having to listen to it on the weekends. But, yeah. Hopefully doing a lot more just testing. I don't really plan on doing a lot of, speaker reviews or processor or AVR reviews in the near future. So I'm just gonna be testing movies against each other and testing configurations and testing other stuff.
Yes, indeed.
Look forward to that. And yeah, if you dig my shirt, I've got all kinds of different configurations you can choose from, 5.1, 5.1.4. If you want to, whatever configuration you're rocking in your home theater, you can go to my merch site and choose the shirt. Yeah, click on the merch, and then you can see that there's all kinds of different configurations you can choose from.
The goods.
If you want to represent your
Oh,
configuration and rock that shirt.
Oh, sorry. It opens up in a different window. Sorry.
Oh, no.
Let me see if I can copy this, paste it to the original window. Making it difficult here.
Oh, did I?
Boom.
Maybe that's
There
in
we
the
go.
settings. Oh, yeah, and I got some kind of humorous shirts, too, if you want to, if you like that sort of thing. Some home theater
Color?
humor.
You got orange shirt?
Yeah.
I like the ED. I like the ED hat.
It's not AD. It's EO.
That's a EalanOsborne.com.
Yes.
You got a Patreon as well. Does that open a new window? Yes, it does open up a new window.
Oh, I don't even add anything to Patreon. You can go to my Patreon and you can donate a monthly donation if you really want to just support my channel. But I have not put any unique.
If you were
content
unaware,
on
Sony
there
has
ever.
This is Ealan's page, YouTube channel.
Yeah.
That is Ealan Osborne on YouTube. What's the at Ealan Osborne?
Yeah.
No relation to Harry Osborne.
As far as I know.
And video
Watermelon
drop.
sugar.
Video dropping 6 a.m. in the morning Pacific time. Be on the lookout for that one. And also look out for my review of The Brutalist and Unknown Stranger, A Complete Unknown, starring Timothy Chalamet, coming maybe tomorrow night. We'll see. So guys, thanks for hanging out with us for the past 2 hours. Subscribe to Ealan Osborne on YouTube. Check out his merch store. Join his Patreon. If you want, join my Patreon as well. I have some speakers for sale. I've got Elax, Definitive Technology, Atlantic Technology. I'm sure I've got other stuff as well as projectors. I've got projectors for sale as well. That's on patreon.com/Shane Lee. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again in the